We're back! What's up? Twisted Metal 2 World Tour. We've done Mr. Grimm. We've done Sweet Tooth, of course. We've done Twister. We've done Axel. We've done Shadow. Let's go Mr. Slam. Simon Whittlebone. A man's dreams are all that he has, and they tried to take mine from me. When they fired me from my job as an architect, they crushed my vision. They took my tower. Well, no more. When I win this contest, Simon Whittlebone is fighting back. I think he's a reference to falling down. Like, that's not his exact premise, but it's very similar to, like, his look. Yeah, Michael Douglas in that movie. Defense. Plus, also, he's a man who got fired, who's tired of everyone's shit. Alright. As you know, we play this with cheat codes because we're here to get to the ending, and I'm not that great at this game, but it's a game that deserves to be seen. So, let's get started. Hey, Twister. Alright. So as you can see, I have me a big old jaws to mess people up with. See if we can't get somebody locked in them. Mortimer, where are you? Oh man. Ow. He doesn't turn very well. I guess that's to be expected. Hey, Sweet Tooth, come over here. We're slow guys. Let's be friends. This isn't doing much. Huh. So he stood perfectly still, and that's when I was able to grab him. I am not for that. So you know what that means? Power missiles. Why mess with a good formula? Okay. In case you're new to this franchise and what's going on right now, all characters have access to cheat special weapons that you have to enter a code in on your D-pad, usually, to enter, and freeze missiles are the AI's favorite. And boy, do they fucking love doing it. You know what? There's no way I'm going to be able to capture. Wow! That little rocket car did that to me. I guess speed and velocity, but... I'm trying to give this special some credit. As you may have noticed by now, we have a little bit of a different cast than the other... or the first game. And Simon doesn't make an appearance again for... well, no, that's not true. I'm sorry. I was going to say he doesn't make an appearance again until Head On, but he's actually in 3 and 4 as Super Slam in 3, I believe. Or, no, I think it's Super Slam in 4. I think he's just a playable character in 3. 4, they changed a lot of the characters, but kept the same mechanics. So if you have a certain play style, it still exists. Like Crimson Fury is not part of it, but you could have Orbital. If you wanted to be Outlaw, then you could be Quattro, which one of the other playthroughs, I can't remember which, I think it was Head On. I made the mistake of saying Orbital instead. No one's correcting me on that, of course. No, it can't have been Head On. It was one of the other ones. It's probably one of these. But yeah, that was my mistake. But also, most people don't really give 4 the time of day. 2 is everyone's favorite for the most part, and black is the alternate if you didn't go for 2. But Head On is great. I love 4. No one else loves 4. I love 4. The stories of this one make it extra elevated, but yeah, 4 plays more fun for me. And plus, I like some of the characters in it. If you look at 3 and 4 as a different timeline, then it works a lot better. And because of the storyline in 3 and 4, it's better to assume it is a alternate timeline, because it's the only way it kind of makes sense. Because 4 starts out with talking about Calypso running an old, early 1900s demolition derby, and Sweet Tooth, being a young boy, wanted to be part of it, and then be the star of it. Which, these games didn't ever expressly say Sweet Tooth is the main character. But, it was always assumed, because he's on the cover. Though it's just as easy to assume they did that because he's the most interesting vehicle. Besides Mr. Grimm, it was easily the most interesting vehicle out of that whole game. A killer ice cream truck? Come on, man. Killer clowns are always cool. But that's why in 2, it's not Sweet Tooth on the cover, it's Axel. He's a new character, and he had some great character growth in his ending. Makes him very compelling. And 4, they kind of, or 5, no, sorry, Head On. Head On, they kind of backtrack a little bit on it. He frees himself, but then he wants to enter the tournament again with new robot hands that were given to him by a doctor. And the doctor's only request for this was that he gets Axel's wish. But then Axel changes the deal and gets fucked. But, that was that, he doesn't have a great ending in 3. No one has a great ending in 3. No, literally no one has a great ending in 3. Mr. Grimm's got the best ending of 3. But it's especially in contrast to the other ones that you've seen before that. The endings are so short in that game, and not a lot happens. And the positives aren't there. Everyone gets fucked over. And that game is so damn hard for no good reason. You almost kind of wish your buddy hands you the cheat code sheet so you can get to the end. But every character's got a different code to get there, so they would have had to play it a lot But yeah, when 989 Studios took over, they were like, yeah, Sweet Tooth, he's the fucking man. He's got to be the mascot character out of all these. And I don't argue with that. Like, I think he's the most involved in the story, especially. Because at the end of the lost ending of Twisted Metal 1, Charlie Kane, who is his father, was driving a taxi cab. He was just kind of hoping to drive again. He didn't really care how that happened. He just wanted it to happen. Even killing Sweet Tooth in the tournament. And Calypso was like, that's pretty cold, but I tell you what, I got a way you can keep driving. Be my personal driver forever. He becomes immortal, and he loses free will, but he's all about it, though. And that's why we have Darktooth as the enemy at the end of this game, because he's the one who's mad at you, though, because you killed his son, but yet he's the one that killed his son. Like, it's not all clean. And Charlie Kane doesn't make any appearance beyond this game, except for Black, where he's already dead. I can't see shit. Alright. All reliable. Is that you, Warthog? I need to show you something, buddy. You gotta love being able to destroy part of the level to get more level. Like, once you break the Eiffel Tower, now the rooftops are available to you for another part of the arena. The combat in these games are so in-depth, you know? Like, you have to learn several different weapon types. You have to learn the location of where the weapons spawn. Health packs you can hopefully get to before your opponents do, if you're lucky. Each vehicle has different speeds, different styles, different specials. The important thing of remembering, just because it says special doesn't mean it's your best move. It just means that's what your character does, which I've learned the hard way. I've been playing all these Twisted Metal games, and I can easily say some specials are worth spamming if you can. Most of them, not really. Roadkill, you're getting in the way of progress. I'm doing your dirty work for you. I'm killing Hammerhead so you don't have to. And this is how you repay me! If I repeat some trivia and stuff, it's mostly because I notice not everyone watches the same amount in these videos. Like, when I watch videos from a channel, I usually watch, like, everything in order, if I can. If it's something I'm interested in, of course. So, I'll hear all the dialogue. But some people don't, and that's fine. I understand. People got busy lives and whatnot, so I'll repeat some trivia every now and again where I find applicable. But the one I will repeat on this one is Twisted Metal 2 was kind of a surprise for the team because they thought 1 didn't do too well. When it first came out, the reviews were not great. Or, sorry, the test audience, I think, said it wasn't great. But then, when the reviews came in, that's when they knew they had something. Everyone was like, this is the shit. I love it. And thus, they were able to make 2. And they were like, alright, we gotta pull out all the stops. And so, the innovative features of this one compared to the first one are, you know, you have your destructible environments, little Easter eggs that happen when you blow up certain things. The cars they felt were kind of too floaty in the first one, so they thought about making hover cars for this one. But naturally they didn't. In fact, we don't get a hover car until the 4th game with Quattro. You know, I just realized why his name is Quattro. He's got 4 arms. That seems like a stretch. I always thought his name was Orbital because it sounds like it would look like, it just sounds like it would fit his character more. But those are characters from 4. 4 doesn't make a comeback in anything else. In fact, the only characters that are in it that are in any other part of the franchise are Sweet Tooth, Calypso, Grim. Yeah, that's it. And Calypso was introduced as a playable character in that one. So you can actually ride around in a nuke truck playing as Calypso, which I think is a lot of fun. Sweet Tooth is a code character, so you can play him, but you won't get an ending. Just because he is the end boss too. But yeah, so they didn't do the hover car thing. They did stick with some characters from the first game, but as you can see, there's a lot of new cars in this one. Sweet Tooth, Grib, Warthog. Sorry, I haven't slept much. They train an Outlaw and Spectre. Although Spectre gets a new driver in like every game. What kind of Lady Liberty does Warthog get? Or Slam get? I think we got the McDonald's one. That's alright, I'm getting there too. Alright, let's go, Spectre. Oh no. Oh, okay. We're fine. We Gucci fam. That special doesn't probably do much. Oh! I didn't know the elevator was destructible. This fuck box is gonna be bad. It would force people to come on my level, but at what cost? Who's over here? Grim? Okay. Anytime now would be fine. Yeah, those freeze missiles are... They slow down the game so bad. I don't mean like on a technical performance. I mean like playing. You can't move very well. Keep me grounded, Twister. Please. I've died too much on this stage. I've died the most on this stage, in fact. Alright. It was your own undoing. What is this? Well, I don't have a reason to leave, because now my guy is here. Hey, buddy. What's happa, homie? Oh. I wasn't seeing how many people were still left. Alright. Into the fray. But yeah, they wanted to refine things a lot for this game, and I think they did. It is not my favorite. I like to pick favorites. I used to be a very neutral person. I would actively not pick favorites on things and stuff. It's like, you know, everyone is right to like what they like. And I still feel that way. But life's really boring when you don't pick a favorite, to be honest with you. You're allowed to enjoy all of them all the time. Anytime. But, you know, which one does your heart think of when you want to play? And it, like I mentioned earlier, it may upset people, but 4 is the best one for me. It's the one I played when I grew up. Or when I was growing up, rather. I was a kid. I got scared of the cover, so I remember that the most. Because I was a little kid. But my dad let me play with him. It was fun. The aesthetic of the levels were pretty great. I love the toy level in the kid's bedroom. Because Toy Story was my favorite growing up, too. On top of that, the characters are interesting enough, some of them. The soundtrack has fucking Rob Zombie in it, as well as having Rob Zombie in it as a character to play as. Like, if you've not watched my 4 playthrough, which I'll be recording that after I get done recording all of Twisted Metal 2. Oh, fuck. I can't believe I've done this. Yikes. Yeah, Rob Zombie is straight up a character. Mr. Grimm. Or no, Mr. Zombie. That's it. They're very similar. Sorry. And what vehicle do you think he would be riding in? Would it be a Dragula? Because it is. And that's the song playing on, I believe, the first level of the game. But as far as like games that play really well, I think 4, 2, and Head On are the ones where my heart belongs to. Black, don't do it. Don't do it. Black is great too, but it's really hard, and the AI has a vendetta against you. I'll be real though, it always feels like that. They know you're the main character, and it amazes me that you can basically wait and no one else will die. A lot of the time. 3 is the worst in the franchise, hands down. And I love Small Brawl. I don't love playing Small Brawl. It is slow and hard, and the damage output is not where I'd want it to be. And the bosses, I don't really see how those are just able to be handled like your first time playing through. Like Trapper is super hard. I don't think there's been many times where I've even gotten missed his special attack. And Piecemeal has too much health. Plus, you have to fight multiple enemies in between the rounds of trying to blast him, while he can also heal. It's nuts. To get Trapper as a playable character, you have to beat the game with every character on medium or harder. You can't use cheats, it doesn't count. And if you get Trapper, you can't get Piecemeal without beating the game with him on hard. Which probably would be fine if he acts like his boss variant. I haven't gotten that point yet. I'm recording the games in a strange order, but I'm going to do 2, and then I'm going to go to 4, and then I'm going to go head on, because those are the last ones I need to do. I've recorded all of Twisted Metal 1. Recorded all of 3. Boy, 3 hurts, man. 3 hurts so bad. Plus, you spend all your time on your fucking back in that game. It started me out in the windmill. That's fucking cool. What a great way to start that, actually. That was fun. This stage acts like the drive-in movie theater from Black, in my opinion. Because it's just a flat field of death. Very little distractions, pure gameplay. This country tune's a little strange for Holland, but it's heavy metal, you know. So they're like, well, farm, that'd be country, surely. Not there. In case you're wondering, yeah, I've given up pretty much on using the special. It doesn't do a lot of damage and it takes too long. It benefits from you using your machine gun while you're shooting it, or while you're got somebody in your jaws. Highly recommend it if you're playing normally. There's a real slobber knocker here, folks. Edgar Wagon. And then there was one. What did I just see flying in the sky a second ago? Oh no. You've changed my direction! There we go! Woo! Prepare for Hong Kong. Hong Kong Crunch. We had a problem with the stage in the last playthrough. When I played as Twister, it fucking, I found the out of bounds! I was able to go through the invisible wall and end up in the ocean, where nothing happened except for I sped up time. I'm like, alright, well, if I can't die, will they just kill each other? Well, game auto-killed the other, or auto-killed me for being out of bounds. And then there were 7. Just still more than I'd like on a final boss stage. Uh-oh. Grasshopper, where'd you go? Leave me alone for a minute, Sweet Tooth. I got warthogs to skewer. You'll get in the way of progress! Perhaps if you let me go, and I get my wish for Whittlebone Tower, you can have an ice cream stand right outside. Don't worry. I will take care of you, Sweet Tooth. Oh, that was brutal. You never saw me coming. You know, Roadkill, I feel like your name is a bad omen. God. So, fun fact, Twisted Metal usually has you pressing square for your gas button. This is a new controller. After all the Twisted Metal I've been playing, my square button is depressed a little bit. Like, compared to the other ones on my controller, it's a little lower. Darktooth wants revenge because I killed his son. Even though, in his timeline, he killed his son. But of course, the first game's lost endings aren't necessarily the canonical ones because no one saw them. But Twisted Metal 2 had a prequel comic before this game came out where it changed how Calypso got his power. Oh wait, what's this? Inside the giant head, you see the shriveled figure of an old man. Hands up, you freak! The senile fool screams. Can I jack him with my claw? No, maybe? I don't know. It's not like he's going to stand still for me to try it. I'm going to go ahead and say no. But I did hit him. Alright. Get fucked, clown boy. We busting out power missiles now. Anyone who's talking shit is getting hit with rocket ships. Clown bomb, cool. Woo! Oh! Unnecessary casualty. You are the winner. Prepare to meet Calypso in New York and claim your ultimate prize. We got something special.
I piloted my Zeppelin above the streets of New York, prepared to honor the victor with any prize requested. His name was Simon Whittlebone, a disgruntled man fired from his job as an architect for wanting to build a tower that stretched to the heavens. Greetings, Simon Whittlebone. I raise my glass to the one competitor who's made it all the way.
Please, Calypso, help me to build my tower. Help me to build my dream.
With a wave of my arms, the building of Whittlebone Tower had begun. Using his bulldozer, Whittlebone built into the night. The progress he made was remarkable. Within days, his tower was higher than any skyscraper ever created, and for a brief moment, he was satisfied. But then, his small mind, as small minds tend to do, became overwhelmed with the possibilities of losing his status. What if someone else one day built a taller and greater building? Whittlebone became enraged at the thought.
I'm the greatest. Do you hear me, world? You people are all tiny ants to me now. No one will ever be as as high or as great as me. Damn it! I am Simon Whittlebone. I am God. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
To this day, you can still see the dent in the street made by the crashing body of Simon Whittlebone. I let it serve as a reminder that everyone has a chance of winning my contest. Even fools. I am Calypso, and I thank you for playing Twisted Metal.
And there you have it. Congratulations, you have won Twisted Metal. Fantastic. I like Simon's story. You may be able to guess that ending when you see it or start to hear what the wish is and whatnot. But he was dead to begin with. He didn't have a way down. I didn't see no, like, trapdoor on top so I could go down, get out of the place. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate having you guys here to chill out and vibe with me and whatnot. This has been Twisted Metal 2, and I thank you for watching with me. Goodbye.